Aha, yeah. Okay. Well, everybody out there and our listeners of U-Land, we've got Theresa Marshall on the line. Theresa, do you want to introduce yourself and tell all our listeners what you're about?
Sure. Like you said, Steve, thank you. My name is Theresa Marshall, and Steve invited me on this evening to talk a little bit about what is coming up on Monday evening. I'm actually having a photography exhibit at Marble's Gallery in Lafayette Square. The opening is actually on the anniversary, the 20th anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall, and of course that's what the exhibit is about.
So that's the subject material.
Yes, it's a lot of images. Well, they're all obviously in Berlin. They're not just all of the wall. I tried to get some pieces that told a little bit more of a larger story about what was happening to Berlin at that time. But yeah.
Okay, so what were you doing over in Deutschland 20 years ago?
Well, I went over there in the military. I was in the Army when I was very, very, very young.
For which country? For the United States or for Germany?
For the United States.
Okay, just double check and make sure.
Sure.
Okay. Not that Germany wasn't our enemy then.
No. Well, not West Germany anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was over in '84, so the wall was very much still intact, and I was there through '87. So
okay.
My time there was prior to the fall of the wall, and that of course that we're all within ourselves and we all have our life and we're all walking forward, and but to know that it's not just us here. You know, we're not walking on something that's no one's ever touched before. There's been other people before us, and there'll be people after us. And it's you know, the Berlin Wall, it going up. Wow, how can we even think that something is about us individually? Meaning, you know, somebody at that point decided that this is what we needed to do. We need to keep the people inside. And that things happen in the world and in life that touch all of us, whether we're part of it at that moment or not. It's going to touch all of us, and so we really need to think about us as a whole. The world needs to think about us as a whole, and all these things are impacting us in some way, whether we know it or not, and at least understand too that we all have experiences. There's no way that we can all just live within ourselves and understand everything. There's so many things that we can learn from everybody else, and how exciting is that maybe you won't be able to go to Berlin or to Austria, but there are people that have been. So touch on those people, and you can kind of, you know, live through that as well and learn through that. So we're all really important to each other. I think that's kind of what I was saying with that.
Well, that sounds so much better than what I'm reading. It was good to hear it, and it wasn't you took the words and brought them to life.
Oh, well, thank you.
I got a little feedback there. The microphone's trying to bite me.
Yeah.
Now, I did relate to some of the quotes that you also are showing about John Lennon. You got John Lennon, Jimi Hendrix quoted. That wow! Now, what's that all about?